the Fisherman's Trail, a place where two things meet: incredible beauty and a challenge for anyone brave enough to walk this path. For days, 90 kilometers, from Porto Covo to Odeceixe, an endless ocean, and moments you'll never forget. This trail follows the coastline, connecting small fishing villages, golden beaches, and high cliffs. Long ago, local fishermen used these paths to reach their nets and traps. Today, they are open for travelers who want to feel the true colors of Portugal. There are no five-star hotels here, but there's a hotel with 1,000,000 stars right above you. There are dinners with people you meet along the way. And there's you, with a backpack on your shoulders, asking, what's waiting around the next corner?
17 kilometers need to go. Oh my god.
Every day here brings something new. You walk through dunes, small villages, and forests. You stop on the cliffs and just look at the ocean. And in that moment, you realize no words are needed. You simply breathe it in because it's too beautiful to explain. And this is also a trail where you meet people. People walking next to you, sharing stories, offering water, or simply smiling. And suddenly, you're sitting at sunset, having dinner with new friends, and it feels like you've known them your whole life. The Fisherman's Trail is more than a trip. It's about the moments you'll remember long after you return home. Join the journey and enjoy the experience. The Fisherman's Trail, the most beautiful hiking route in Portugal. Portugal is not just a country on the map. It's a world of ocean winds, golden dunes, old towns, and amazing adventures. It makes you fall in love at first sight, and I'm ready to come back again and again, discovering something new each time. My journey started in Lisbon, a city where every street feels alive, and the spirit of travel is in the air. From here, I began my 4-day hiking trip along the Fisherman's Trail, a route that became a real challenge and at the same time, a big discovery for me. In these 4 days, I walked over 90 kilometers, made 128,000 steps, and yes, my legs still remember. Spent under €200, slept in hotels by the ocean and in pilgrim hostels, met travelers whose stories became part of mine, found things no camera or phone could truly show. And you know what? This is one of the most beautiful hiking routes I've ever done. For all fans of hikes like the Camino de Santiago, I truly recommend it. This trail is not as famous as the Camino, but that's what makes it special. Surprises you with the view of the ocean, which stays with you almost the whole way. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes wild, but always powerful. The hard paths going through sand dunes, dry fields, forests, and small fishing villages. And the atmosphere, which is hard to explain, you just have to feel it. My phone probably didn't show even half of the beauty I saw, but I invite you to watch this video and step into this world. This is a journey where you touch history, walking the same paths that local fishermen once used to reach the sea. Today, these trails keep the magic of the past while also offering comfort for travelers. One thing I can say, this journey gave me so many feelings that I already want to do it again.
Coca-Cola, gone activated.
The journey starts in Lisbon, a city that charms you at first sight. 2 days here, it's just a first step in getting to know the city. But even in that short time, I fell in love with its narrow streets leading to the ocean, the colorful houses, and the old trams that still remember past times. Walking here is real fitness. Trust me, if Google Maps says 15 minutes on foot, just add another 15. Not because you walk slow or GPS is broken, but because this is a city of hills, you always go up and down narrow streets. And while walking, you always want to stop and take a photo or turn into another alley to see what's there. Lisbon has everything I love about Portugal. Locals who always smile and are happy to help. New people and conversations where you understand each other by feeling, not words. The food, the bars, the restaurants, all this stays in your memory. And the atmosphere of colorful houses, flowers, and trees pulls you in completely. I realized that 2 days is not enough. Maybe even a week wouldn't be. But if you plan to visit Lisbon, give yourself at least a full week. Lisbon deserves it. And I didn't even mention the Sintra Park yet. There will be a video about Lisbon soon on my channel. I'll share how to feel the city in a short time and tell you what I discovered. So subscribe and I'll show you Lisbon the way I saw it. The fisherman's trail starts right here, in Porto Covo, a small village where time seems to move slower and people seem a bit happier. Buses from Lisbon run often, and before you notice, the noise of the big city turns into the sound of waves. Just 2 hours on the road. You can book the cheapest tickets easily through the Omio app. In Porto Covo, I stayed at a great hostel with the best view of the endless ocean. During the day, you can relax by the pool, and in the evening enjoy live music and watch the sun slowly disappear behind the horizon. The people you meet here are not just tourists. They, like me, came looking for something special, the fisherman's trail. And I can say this is the perfect place to start, but first, take some time to rest and prepare yourself. My first evening wasn't perfect. After dinner, I almost immediately passed out. Maybe it was the change of climate, or maybe I was just tired after walking 30 kilometers around Lisbon in 2 days. But one thing is sure, as soon as you breathe in the fresh ocean air, everything feels better. The ocean somehow heals you and gives you new strength. Still, keep in mind, it can be cold in the evening and morning, so don't forget to bring a fleece or jacket. But really, it doesn't ruin the moment. When you're wrapped in a warm hoodie, watching the ocean at night, you realize you made a great choice. How can you not fall in love with this place?
Você me vira a cabeça, me tira do sério, destrói os planos que dia eu fiz pra mim, me faz pensar porque a vida é assim. Eu sempre vou e volto pros seus braços.
Morning in Porto Covo has a special feeling. You feel the fresh breeze from the ocean. You see travelers with backpacks walking into the fog. Dishes clink in the kitchen. The smell of coffee is in the air, and everyone is getting ready for the day. Of course, you can start the trail from other towns, but most people begin here because the best views are waiting for you in the next 4 days. Today's route, 20 kilometers from Porto Covo to Vila Nova de Mil Fontes. Sounds easy for people who love hiking, but when you're walking along the ocean, through sand dunes and forest trails, every step feels different. The sand pulls your feet down. It's not like walking on a normal path at all.
Hanging around after last orders, still so far from home. It's like we're burning into embers. As the fire burns a cold world. As the days keep rolling on, we're living in hell again. But I still hold you in my heart when these days have been and gone. As time goes by, won't keep heading round the circles, never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, won't keep heading round the circles, never letting go, never letting go. The weight of the world on your shoulders, always ending up the same. Crescent moons all gone home. We're all fired up, we're tangled up, we're enmeshed to the point and messed up. As the days keep rolling on, we're living in hell again. I still hold you in my arms when these days have been and gone. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. As time goes by, gonna keep it on. Cycles never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, gonna keep it on. Cycles never letting go, never letting go. Time goes by, won't we keep heading round
17
circles, never
It's
letting go.
not so far. 17 kilometers. Not far. Not long. Дорога така складна, не знаю як буде далі, але перший день тобі приходиться йти вверх, вниз, підійматись, спускатись і так постійно. І сьогодні мені потрібно пройти 20 кілометрів. Всі кросівки вже в піску. Коротше, зараз так туманно, але при цьому види просто вражаючі. Я думаю, що туман він якраз додає такої атмосфери. Ну дуже сказочно, це начебто в якомусь фільмі чи щось фантастичному місці.
We had only walked a few kilometers, and I already felt this day would be something special. The weather changed every hour. One moment you're walking through fog, feeling the ocean breeze on your face. Then you're on a sunny trail, standing on dunes with the ocean shining in front of you. Then again, you're back in the cool mist, fresh from the sea. It's like a movie, and you can't believe where you are. Standing on a high cliff, breathing in clean, salty air, it feels like a reset from inside. The views here are so good that you want to stop and take a photo every 5 minutes. The beaches look like small paradise oases. You just want to lie on the warm sand and enjoy the endless view.
Ну от, що це, як не кайф. Це просто вау.
I think I found something to help with easing the pain. This voice inside my head isn't dead, I think it's growing. Soon we will be one and the same. I've been going to the racetrack, spent all my money on the dog in the bed. I put my heart into an 8-track, how about that? My life was perfect, but it's starting to crack. Oh no, you blame it on the recipe. Do what you want to me, 'cause I could never let it go. You tossed my body out to sea, claim it was a tragedy, but I think everyone will know. You moved into the tech, so I sneak out the back. Yes, I can feel that it is time to go. So we start up the chase, I am out of this place, 'cause I could never just lay low. I've been going to the racetrack, spent all my money on the dog in the bed.
види тут просто вражаючі, це просто не передати словами. Я думав, коли я йшов по Каміно, що там було красиво дуже я не думав, що якийсь такий хайкінг може вразити мене ще після Каміно, коли ти там бачиш і океан, і різні селища, міста, ліса. Але тут, це просто amazing. Це, дуже вражаюче, просто вау. І ще подалі там якийсь остров. It's so beautiful. I can't explain how it's beautiful. Maybe my camera doesn't show you, but it's awesome. You like a fairy tale or like a magical movie when you see all this lands, ocean, glimpse. It's fantastic. Алілуя! Я побачив значок. Значить, я не загубився.
Now about the trail signs, that's another story. Unlike the Camino de Santiago, there are signs here, but not many. Sometimes, I thought I was lost and didn't know where to go. But here's a small tip. Just follow the footprints of other hikers, and you'll find the way. And only turn if you see a mark telling you to turn. Otherwise, keep going straight. Still, a map or guide is very useful. It makes you feel more confident that you're on the right path.
3 дороги, ні одного знака, куди йти. Але там був знак позаду мене. Якщо я зняв, то це добре. Зараз подивлюсь, куди йти.
Can't see the wood for the trees. Somebody please crack a window for me. It's so stuffy I can hardly breathe. Let the light in. Smell that sweet smell of oxygen from the outside in. I dip my toes in. Fresh soil, fresh mud. Let me drink like a fish from this flash flood. Taste fresh blood. Hear new sounds, new chords. Throw me like a rag doll off the high board. Into the gene pool. Pour fire on my fuel. It's a new game, new rules. I flip a coin, I roll the dice. I leave lady love to choose. Black or red, tails or heads, yeah, fate could be my muse. I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose, so I risk it all. New game, new rules.
Вау! Прикольно, що тут взагалі нікого нема. Не знаю, стільки було цих мандрівників. Можливо, вони пішли по центральному шляху через якусь там дорогу, яка веде через міста, не знаю. А є інший шлях, такий як я зараз іду по вдоль океану. Але навіть океану ти не бачиш. Поки йдемо далі, поки я бачу сліди, а значить ми йдемо кудись, кудись ми і прийдемо. Ну і напрямок, ми знаємо, що нам треба кудись туди прямо йти. Тому just go straight.
And finally, after a tough part of the walk where I felt a bit lost, I came out onto the beach and saw people, surfers. Some were just learning to stand on their boards. Others already looked confident, waiting to catch some waves. The fog, the breeze, it all felt magical. And while I was resting and watching the surfers, I thought, one day I'll try that too. One more thing. Most hikers walk the trail from north to south, but sometimes you meet people walking in the other direction. That's what makes this trail special. It feels like one big journey you all share, but each person lives their own version, with their own unique story. There's a special atmosphere and a feeling of safety here, walking the trail and knowing you're not alone. Other hikers on the path make you feel that way. You see someone stopping to enjoy the view, someone checking their map, someone just walking in silence, deep in thought. And it's those little moments, a quick smile, a helping word, or a short look, that create the spirit of the trail. These moments stay with you, even if you never see those people again.
Stop. Напевно, це один із самих живописних маршрутів. Можливо, вони і раніше були так живописні, але коли туман, коли бріз з океану, то ти всього цього не бачиш. А зараз ти бачиш цю красу. Велич океану, хвилі, пляжі. Хочеться прямо скупатися. Але вода дуже чиста. Але виявляє, наскільки вона і холодна.
And while we're driving the last few kilometers, you're probably wondering what to pack. Before starting the trail, each of us thinks about one simple but important question. What should I bring? For the Fisherman's Trail, it's not just about packing, it's about packing smart. Your back and feet will thank you if your backpack is light but still has everything you need. Comfortable shoes, this is the most important thing. Light trekking shoes with good cushioning, waterproof, and no mesh. Also, good socks can save you from blisters and pain. Don't forget flip-flops for the beach or hostel. Clothes for different weather. The trail often goes along the ocean, so expect both wind and sun. I went in early September. It was hot during the day, but mornings and evenings were cool, especially near the ocean. So a light jacket that blocks wind and rain is a must-have. Also bring a fleece, fast-drying t-shirts, light trekking pants, and shorts for hot days. There are many beautiful towns along the way. If you want nice photos for Instagram or memories, take something stylish too, and a swimsuit. The ocean may be cold, but who cares? In September, the water is really cold, but some people still enjoy swimming. A light raincoat for you and a rain cover for your backpack, just in case it rains. Sun protection. The sun near the ocean can be tricky. Bring a hat or cap, sunscreen, lip balm, and sunglasses. Water and light snacks. The trail takes energy, so having water is a must. Also take something light and full of energy. Nuts, dried fruits, bars, or sandwiches. You won't find many shops or cafes on the trail. You can only refill your food in the morning or evening at the start or finish, so plan for that. First aid kit. The road can be unpredictable, so be ready. Plasters, antiseptic, pills for headaches or colds. Basic kitchen items. Cup, spoon, bowl, and knife. Most hostels have kitchens, but it's nice to have a snack during the walk. Bring them only if they don't take much space. Hygiene. Simple and practical. Small soap, shampoo, toothpaste, wet wipes, and toilet paper. Documents and money. Keep them in a waterproof bag. Gadgets. Of course, your phone and a power bank. Download an offline map. And if you have the space and energy, bring a camera. Good photos are worth it. And most importantly, remember that every extra kilogram matters. So choose your things wisely and don't pack anything unnecessary. Every item in your backpack is extra weight that you'll carry the whole way.
Oh my God.
When you arrive in town, you feel both joy and calm after a long day. There's no big city noise, just a quiet evening and the sound of the ocean nearby. There were still 2 to 3 kilometers left to the hostel. I could have taken a taxi, but I still had energy, so I walked, thinking about what to order for dinner.
Long road.
The road itself was nothing special until I reached the town center. White and blue houses, little streets, bright flowers. The town welcomed me with warmth and peace.
Meet me in the kitchen, baby. Bring a bottle of wine.
Let me set the scene as if you were watching. Smell of Mr. Sheen and newly washed washing. Big Victorian house on a leafy street. I swear on my feet and the floorboards creak. Loved up on all of her drugs, pumped up on her Persian rug. She leans against the pool table, cool as a cucumber. God, I fucking love her. Cue in one hand, can in the other. And then in walks her mother. Us while we still in, when we should be out. There's a show we've forgotten about.
About tonight's hostel, it's hard to say which one was better. The first one had an amazing ocean view that took your breath away, but this one had more comfort. And honestly, choosing between more beautiful or more comfortable doesn't really matter. I'd happily return to both for a few more days. Both places had everything you need after a long day, and even more. Like cozy chill areas, activities such as yoga at sunset, surfing in the morning, or just relaxing in a jacuzzi. This hostel even had its own movie room. So yes, you can definitely stay here longer. By chance, I met the same girl I had seen earlier at the hostel in Porto Covo, and with her, 2 other travelers from Germany. That's when our shared journey began. On the Fisherman's Trail, there's something magical. Even if you start at different times in the morning, your paths cross again, somewhere on the trail, in a quiet village, or during dinner. You meet again to share moments that will stay with you forever. By the way, if you want to practice your German, this is the place. It feels like 80% of the hikers here are German. They really seem to love hiking and nature. Same on the Camino, I also met a lot of great people from Germany there.
All 7 of us had a nice time, and it ended with me having an offer to be picked up by the larger cities to have quite international areas.
Seasons are changing, years fly by out of our control. I get stronger each day, and time is on my side. For you, time is taking its toll, and you're fading away. I guess I don't believe in heroes anymore. You're just another man from another
Dinner? You have plenty of choices. Don't hesitate to order fresh seafood, a glass of local wine or beer. It's your well-deserved reward for the day.
anymore. I'm just another man, and I'm next in line.
How is your first day? How are your first day? All first?
25 kilometers, 8 hours on the trail, tired but happy. I wanted to stay for a few more days, but you know what? I felt that way in every place I stayed. And here's what I realized at the end of the first day. Travel is not about kilometers. It's about the small moments that stay with you forever.
17 kilometers. Maybe next time.
If I cut you, I bet that you'd bleed. And you're too much like me. I guess I don't believe in heroes anymore. You're just another man from another time. I guess I don't believe in heroes anymore. I'm just another man, and I'm next in line. I'm just another man, and I guess that's fine. I'm just another man, and I'm next in line.
Day 2. Vila Nova de Mil Fontes, Almagrave. This morning started with a warm feeling, like life was all here, in every moment of this journey. Yesterday we walked 23 kilometers, and today we hit the road again. But you know what? I don't even feel tired. Body, you're really surprising me. Breakfast was so good, I forgot to take a picture. Everything was perfect. Tasty, simple, and so cozy. We sat with other travelers, talking about everything and nothing, smiling, and making plans for the day. But it already felt like something special was waiting for us. 16 kilometers? Maybe I'll make myself another coffee. At breakfast, I met a volunteer girl who came here for the summer. She stayed for a month, learning to surf, practicing languages, and helping out in a surf camp. I'm sure that's a great experience.
One wish for myself, I wish that I actually can come back and do the same trail as you do, because I think it will be a beautiful experience.
Oh, nice.
Officially, today's route is 16 kilometers. But you know, that's only if you follow the plan strictly. Who really does that?
Are you ready?
A little walk through town, a curious turn here or there, and suddenly you've walked 20 kilometers or more.
Ich mache viele Fotos. Das gebe ich ehrlich zu.
Und weil, wisst ihr, was ich
So, when planning, always add a few extra kilometers. But to be honest, it's not about the numbers. It's about the feelings and memories that each step gives you. The day begins with a small boat crossing over the river. Calm water, quiet ride, and a dog. Yes, a real dog captain. He sat at the front of the boat, looked at us seriously, as if saying, "Don't worry, I've got this." It was such a funny moment, and I knew right then the day would be a good one. After the river, it feels like you've landed in another world. Black cliffs, golden sand, and the endless ocean. It all looked like a scene from House of the Dragon, like Mars and Earth meeting in one magical place. You stand there, looking at this beauty, thinking, is this even real?
How is it?
Yes, small.
Small.
But the best part, the ocean. How to describe it? Endless. You just stand and look. That moment when nature's beauty truly takes your breath away. Today's walk gave us everything. First, barefoot on warm sand, feeling waves gently touch your feet. Then, a small trail in the trees, giving you cool shade. Somewhere behind the trees, you still hear the ocean, and it feels like a different world where time has stopped. And then a cliff. The view from there looked like a movie trailer. I took dozens of photos, hundreds of clips. But then I put my phone away, because, there are moments you just want to feel.
Would you hold me if I told you we can just run away? So come, my darling, let me help you. We can follow the sun and leave the rain for somebody else. Let's help ourselves, leave our troubles on the shelf. Don't you worry, we're gonna find all we need in our sunset paradise. All the sidewalks and the highways, they will turn into dust as Mother Nature covers over every street we pave. Can lead the way for somebody else to help themselves, leave their troubles on the shelf. So don't you worry, we're gonna find all we need in our sunset paradise. Leave it all for somebody else to help themselves, leave their troubles upon the shelf. And don't you worry, we're gonna find all we need in our sunset paradise.
But where is Fishman? The road is Fishman.
We've seen a lot, many yesterday.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
I only once time.
I think 5 or 6. Yeah. Welcome to the jungle. Also ich habe gerade gestern gedacht, das ist natürlich schon lustig, dass du einfach jeden Tag hier mal Beach. Wirklich. Das
Jungle.
Hi there. Aber es ist halt.
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be than I could try to just follow the swell, but I'll never find this anywhere else.
I feel. Фух, залишилось 3,5 кілометра. Ми пройшли 10,5. Фух. Дорога, звісно, була не дуже легка.
But I'll never find this
We'll go.
anywhere else. I'll never find, I'll never find.
Before the finish, we split up. The girls stayed at the beach and I kept walking. We planned to meet later, but got separated. Still, I knew we'd find each other again. Maybe on the road, maybe in the evening in town. And of course, we did. Here, getting lost is almost impossible. And being alone also hard. On the trail, everyone feels like part of the same group. People are always ready to help, give directions, or just talk.
Nice. And you have a good day.
You keep seeing familiar faces from the first day, and they slowly become part of your trip. Like on the Camino, you always have a choice. Walk with others or enjoy the silence. Each person picks the kind of comfort they need that day. One more tip: bring food, always. A simple sandwich by the ocean feels like the best meal in the world.
Just go.
So I also stopped for a few hours, sat on a quiet beach and enjoyed slow, peaceful rest. That was a moment of real calm and freedom.
Just moved. Так, що сказати, значить. Йшов я по дорозі, потім sometimes the road is like this and you never know where to go, but you just go by the steps and you think the step show you the right direction. Okay, maybe I see the place where I need to stay, or maybe no, just follow. Так, іду, значить, один. Ось тут. 7 секунд останні.
The finish today, Almagrave, a quiet town where time feels slow. Just a few streets, a couple of cafes, but the feeling here is like home. The hostel had an automatic door. No keys or reception, just a code. Super convenient, until your phone dies and you forget the code. Luckily, everything worked, and it felt very modern.
Так, ну і така кімната. Моє місце. Мій рюкзачок. Такий вид із вікна.
Dinner? I had a double hot dog. Yes, with a fork. I'm not kidding. And of course, coffee. Without it, my day just isn't complete. So I sat in a cozy cafe, scrolling through the day's photos, and thought, what a great day this was. Today, I wasn't too tired and even had time to relax for a few hours on the beach. So I decided to walk some more. There was another beach just 1 kilometer from my guest house. A perfect chance to feel the local rhythm a little more. To my surprise, I saw the 2 German travelers finishing their walk on the cliffs. They didn't see me, but my Samsung camera did. It captured the moment they ended their journey for the day. Smiling face with smiling eyes. "20 kilometers, 6 hours. This day reminded me that sometimes the most important thing is to stop, feel the moment, and truly live it.
I feel.
Third day, from Almagrave to Zambojara do Mar. Ahead, 22 kilometers and about 7 hours on the trail. It sounds like a challenge, but as soon as you step onto the path, all worries disappear.
The same evening to
The ocean greets you with the sound of waves, fellow hikers smile when you meet, and nature, step by step, pulls you into a new story.
Das im Englischen, das Junge eigentlich hast du hier auch angekündigt.
The morning started with a health path. Every 100 meters, there were signs asking you to stretch, pull up, or try other exercises. But we already walk 20 kilometers a day. That's enough workout, right? Smiling face with smiling eyes still, we tried a few just for fun. It felt more playful than serious, but it gave us a good energy boost.
Don't. Huh?
Oceans and oceans, paper submarine. Motions, emotions, blissful hurricane swirling through me. Oceans and oceans, blue, black, and green. Motions, commotions, even with the ship, I'm still drowning. What am I gonna do with all these feelings? Even when the moon cries, leaving us alone, lights fading out. Even when the sun shines, or when we got no way out. If love runs dry, I will not leave your side. Oceans and oceans, welling up in me. Emotions, emotions, learning how to dance. I'm still drowning. What am I gonna do with all these feelings? Even when the moon cries, leaving us alone, lights fading out. Even when the sun shines, or when we got no way out. If the love runs dry, I will not leave your side. Even when the moon cries, leaving us alone, lights fading out. Even when the sun shines, or when we got no way out. If the love runs dry, I will not leave you. Even when the moon cries, leaving us alone, lights fading out. Even when the sun shines, or when we got no way out. If the love runs dry, I will not leave you. Even when the moon cries, leaving us alone, lights fading out.
The first part of today's trail was magical. High cliffs above the ocean, cool pine forests, hidden beaches where you just want to stay longer, and sand dunes that make you feel like a real adventurer. It's impossible not to stop and take pictures. But the second half, more than 6 kilometers on a gravel road. The same view again and again, a straight path that never ends, and the feeling that this part could last forever. But let's go back to that perfect little bay we found earlier on the trail. And just when it felt like the path would never end, we reached a view that took our breath away. But more on that later. Day 3. We walked, we sang, we stopped for snacks, got lost, swam in the ocean, had lunch on paradise beaches, and climbed up cliffs with views that took our breath away. And of course, we took photos of everything. By the 3rd day, you start to think, okay, it can't get better than this. I've seen it all. And then, a new view opens in front of you and surprises you again. One of the highlights today was a lighthouse with a panoramic view in all directions. There was even a football field nearby. Imagine playing football at the edge of the world during sunset. Then came the long, boring part of the trail. Now, it looks funny on video, just a few seconds, but at the time it was hard. That moment when you're just walking and either thinking deeply about life or, if you're with someone, talking about everything and nothing. We did both. We even sang together. Felt like we had no energy left, and that road would never end. But after a turn, we saw the ocean again. Cliffs, beach. I don't know where the energy came from, but I decided to go all the way down to the water and dip my feet into the cool waves. Getting to the beach wasn't easy. Handmade steps, a rope to hold on to, and the height. It gave you goosebumps. But as soon as your feet touch the ocean, you understand, this feeling is exactly why you walk all those kilometers.
How did I get here again? I was just here maybe 2 hours ago. How did I get here again? My 9 to 5 hours are draining all my energy. How did I get here again? Melodramatic nature's gonna do me in. How did I get here again? Now
town that makes you fall in love. Before reaching Zambojara do Mar, we passed through a small fishing village. Boats, cliffs, the sound of waves. It all looked like a scene from an old film. We didn't stay long, but it's one of those places that stays in your memory. And then Zambojara do Mar, a town that welcomed us with quiet streets, ocean wind, and a sunset that's impossible to describe. You want to return here. There are more places to eat than in any of the towns before. Pizza, burgers, seafood, wine, beer, anything you want. Honestly, I'd love to stay here a few more days and just enjoy the vibe. But I've said that about every place. This town sits right on the coast, and the views here are stunning.
Що, третій день, значить, сьогодні. Завтра буде фінальний день. Всі хостели були тут заброньовані, тому залишилось останнє місце. Останнє місце в готелі.
My place for the night was a guest house. Sadly or luckily, when I planned this trip a month ago, all the good hostels, for me that means a booking score of 8 or more, were already full. So yeah, it's a popular spot. I had to pay a bit more, but I got a private room, a big shared kitchen, a cozy terrace with an ocean view, and almost no people. Perfect for rest or even a small party with friends. Today, I walked about 22 kilometers, around 7 hours. The sun is setting, the ocean is calm, and everything around feels still. The day was hard, fun, a little boring at times, but in the end, it gave me exactly what I came here for. Tomorrow will bring a new day, new kilometers, new moments. But for now, it's time to enjoy the present.
I slept all night on a big white ship. Seagulls were dancing all around. I woke up with a sunrise on the sea. Such a priceless gift to me. The salty breeze and the waves, the slow pace, the salty breeze and the waves. I'm at a right place. Yesterday we followed the road of the moon. We drove all day towards the coast. It remembered me the beauty of this life. Such a feeling to be alive. The salty breeze in my lungs, and back to where I'm from. The salty breeze in my lungs, on and on and on and on.
route that changes everything. Day 4, 19 kilometers from Zambujera do Mar to Odeceixe, and about 7 hours on the trail because this part is more difficult. But by now, you don't count hours or kilometers anymore. You stop taking photos of every view. You stop worrying about what might go wrong. And this is what helps you really enjoy the moment. The excitement from new views becomes something deeper. You put your phone away and just walk. You breathe fresh air. Listen to the sounds of nature. Look at the ocean from the cliffs. And feel how lucky you are to be here. These are the feelings that stay with you forever.
You play like Jenga. Ciao.
Today's route was intense, probably one of the hardest parts, with many ups and downs that start right away, taking your breath. You walk not only on sand dunes or cliffs, but also push through bushes on narrow paths, carefully look for trail markers, and even go through swampy areas, something I didn't expect to find here. This part of the trail changes all the time. We asked each other more than once, are we going the right way? But now I know, it's hard to truly get lost here. Just follow the footprints and don't turn unless you see a clear trail sign.
Wasn't quite prepared for this, I know. My hands still haven't got used to the ropes. Promise I'll grow stronger as we go. I'll get a tighter grip here for the pole. But I'm taking a drink from the fountain. I'm trying the elixir of you. I'm coming on down from the mountain. I'm rereading the old book of truth.
Nice.
Calories were burning at the door. You'll have to carry me from off the floor. Wasn't quite prepared for this, I know. I grew up with a feathered bed at home. But I'll take a drink from the fountain. I'm trying the elixir
Coca-Cola. Connect to me.
I'm coming on down from the mountain with some wisdom that's on my tongue. I'm taking a drink from the fountain so I'll make the day like I am young.
The last kilometers, even through the screen, I think you can feel how hard they were.
Woo!
I don't know how I would have done it alone, but by day 4, our group already felt like real friends. It's just like on the Camino. It seems like you've known these people all your life. And if you start singing with someone you only met 3 days ago, well, that's a sign. Many people begin this trail alone, but by the end, they have new friends, shared memories, and a wish to meet again someday, in more relaxed conditions. Odeceixe. As we reached the town, an incredible view opened in front of us. A river, a beautiful beach, and this was the final point of our hike. We dipped our feet into the ocean and stood still for a few minutes, breathing in the beauty and thinking, what was that? "19 kilometers, 7 hours, and now you sit on the beach and all the moments of the trail come to mind again. The steep climbs that felt impossible, the songs we sang to keep going, the views that left us speechless. Odeceixe became the final stop of the hike. And you know what? This trail gave me much more than just beautiful photos. It reminded me that the most important thing is the journey, the people walking with you, and the moments you'll remember forever. If you have more time, you can continue walking all the way to Lagos or stop in another town. But my vacation was limited, and I made the most of these 4 days. This part of the Fisherman's Trail is the most popular, and truly one of the most beautiful, so most hikers choose this section. I walked 90 kilometers. To call it a challenge would be too simple. It was everything at once. We called a taxi from the beach to Odeceixe. It's about 3 kilometers. After a day like this, none of us wanted to walk along a dusty road. Rachel and I had to catch a bus to Lagos, and we also hoped to find time for dinner. Odeceixe is a small town, like many here, but it has its own charm. It's easy to find cozy restaurants and hostels for any budget. The perfect place to relax and recover.
Did you make photos?
Tomorrow, many people will continue walking. And I feel both a little jealous and also not. Jealous because I know the views they'll see. Not jealous because I know how far they still have to walk. Rachel and I went to Lagos by bus. Honestly, I didn't expect much from this city, but Lagos surprised me in the best way. Lagos, evening. We wandered through narrow streets, tried sweet pancakes and soft pastel de nata, sang at a karaoke bar until morning, and simply enjoyed our time in this city. It impressed me so much with its rhythm and atmosphere. Now I know for sure I'll come back here again. The first thing that grabs you is the vibe. You know those places where it feels like everyone is happy? Lagos is exactly that. Backpackers who just finished the Fisherman's Trail, now looking for their coolest cafe. Locals sipping wine slowly on a square. Street musicians and artists that make you stop and smile. Narrow cobblestone streets and old houses calling you to explore. And all of it happens under the sound of waves, the smell of salt in the air, and the cries of seagulls.
In America, it's called hot ass. Wait, shut up, it's not finished, shut up. I know I look ridiculous, but don't worry, she's coming. I mean the ball. Come here, baby. Jesus, tonight is not my night. Help me, Germany. Okay. Jesus Christ. Applause! Woo! That was so difficult. All right.
He said Pittsburgh.
Yeah, nice. Where are you from? You currently live in
Adios.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, I'll do your way. My family, I forgot. Okay.
Lagos isn't trying to be perfect. It just is. There's no rush, but there is a rhythm. true magic of Lagos is in its beaches. Far from the crowds and noise, they feel like hidden treasures. You walk down small wooden stairs, and suddenly you're in a quiet secret bay, perfect for people looking for peace, warm sand, and calm waves. At first, I planned to hike a few more kilometers along the coast, exploring more hidden spots. But Rachel invited me to join a kayak tour, and honestly, I didn't even think twice. It just felt right. And it was one of those moments when you made the perfect choice. From the water, Lagos becomes a different world. You paddle through huge stone arches, enter caves that feel like portals to another reality. The water is so clear you can see every fish between the rocks. And you think, is this real or a dream? And the cliffs, they look like ancient monuments telling stories from long ago. It was a kind of experience you can't get by walking alone on the beach. Without the kayak, I never would have seen it like that. The feeling was simply, wow! If you're in Lagos, you have to try this tour.
I think there are so many.
Bring it on, let's celebrate.
That's good.
So we're thinking of changing.
Don't leave me behind here. I've just arrived. I've been waiting for someone to take me away, far away.
Not far from Lagos is the town of Faro, which was my last stop before flying to Budapest. That feeling came when your trip is ending and it's time to return home.
Away, far away. Every day is a brand new day. Oh, my.
Impressions of Faro? Mixed. Some old broken houses, marshy land, but there were moments of beauty too, like the sunsets, really stunning.
Looking down, it's harder than you think to.
Orange and pink light covers the old buildings and the harbor with yachts and small boats. This contrast gives the town a strange and beautiful feeling.
Life's moving faster. It's all just a game we play. I've been losing myself in every single way.
Another surprise, a modern shopping center on the edge of the city, full of life even at night. And next to the airport, I found a great hostel, better than I expected. Perfect location, cozy rooms, and a calm atmosphere. The best way to end the trip. And then, sitting on the plane, I started to remember everything.
Brand new day. All my life I've been searching for the right way to keep my head above the clouds, to keep myself from looking down. It's harder than you think to live our days in happiness or worry about what happens next. It's harder than you think to.
The Fisherman's Trail is not just a line on the map or a bunch of photos. It's something that stays deep inside you. It's the misty mornings when you wake up feeling light and ready for a new adventure. It's those times you look at the endless ocean and understand that no words are needed. It's the sound of waves. It's people you didn't know before, but now feel like a part of your life. It's the mix of difficulty and joy. It's how hard it is sometimes to keep walking, but then you reach the top of a hill, see the view, and understand it was all worth it.
I'm just taking my time, just taking my time here.
It's the songs in the sand dunes, the taste of a simple sandwich, the smell of morning coffee, the feel of warm sand under your feet, the smiles on people's faces, the ancient cliffs you touch with your hands, the birds flying above you, and the moment when cool waves wash over your bare feet. These little things make every step special. And that's why the Fisherman's Trail truly is one of the best hiking routes in the world.